it is Monday, and I normally have a different vlog for you guys every day of the week, but I wanted to upload something a little bit different today. This is going to be me chatting with you about something that's really important to me and just important in the health and fitness industry and in a lot of people's lives, and that is talking about restrictive eating and binge eating and how to kind of get out of that cycle and break free of that cycle, and tips that I kind of have for you. I work with a lot of different people in terms of their diet and their nutrition and their fitness and exercise routine. Obviously, that is what I do for a living. I train people, and I do it all online, so I train people all over the world, and I also have personal experience with both of these topics. I've been in the restrictive realm at one point in my life and also binged a little bit at some point in my life. Never to a point where I gained a lot of weight at all, but you still have those moments, those days, or those weeks where you kind of just like eat in a little bit out of control way. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that today. And the title of this video, How to Stop Binging, How to Break Free of Restrictive Eating, that's really what I want to focus on. And I want to stress that losing weight or gaining muscle, whatever you are trying to do, does not have to be this tremendous diet change. It doesn't need to involve any fads. You don't need pills to help you lose weight. You don't need to cut out all your carbs to help you lose weight. It is about lifestyle changes. It's about changing the way that you think about food, the way that you think about exercise, and making it work for you and for your body. The first thing I want to touch on is the fact that fad diets contribute so intensely to restrictive eating and binge eating. Fad diets and just diets generally do not teach you healthy eating. They don't teach you the principles for healthy eating. They don't teach you the principles for maintaining a healthy and active and fit lifestyle. They teach you how to lose weight quickly. And the faster that weight comes off, the less likely it is to stay off. Now remember that. The faster that you lose weight, the less likely it is to stay off. The more likely it is that you're going to gain weight back. This is because you're doing it in a crash diet sort of way. You're restricting your body of proper nutrition. You're restricting your body of proper vitamins and minerals that it needs to function properly to help you lose weight in a healthier way. So when you're doing these crash diets and these fad diets like ketosis, and you're taking out all of the carbs from your diet, or you're doing low carb or carb cycling, and you buy a book or you look up online all these different diets and you're reading all about them and you're like, how do I lose weight fast, right? That's what people Google. How do I lose weight fast? And it tells you all these different crazy diets. And you know when you buy a book that it's telling you, and 1 million, 2 million, whatever, 5 million, how many people bought the book, that many other people, exactly what to do. Do you think what works best for me and what works best for your neighbor is going to work best for you? Because that's what you're buying when you buy those books. And these fad diets, and you can probably tell from my temperament right now how much they irk me, because they do a lot more harm than good. They can really mess with your metabolism and your hormonal balance and your energy levels. They can mess with your sleep cycle. A lot of different things can happen from fad diets. And when you end a fad diet, because the point of diets is that you cannot maintain it for a long period of time. That's not something that's sustainable. Diets are not something that's going to last you your lifetime, because they don't teach you healthy eating principles, but because you're restricting yourself so much. So what ends up happening, and I don't know the exact statistic and how many people, but in most people what ends up happening is after your 60 days or your 90 days or your 2 months or whatever you're doing, which is the same 60 days, you get done with your diet, and then you say, or you get done with your diet, or in the middle of your diet you say, forget it, I'm not restricting myself anymore, I'm done with this crap, I'm so over it, and you binge eat because you've been restricting yourself for so long you think you deserve that treat. And I'm not here to tell you that you don't deserve that treat, but what I am here to tell you is that because of that, you binge and you binge and you binge and you binge and you gain that weight back. So basically, you restricted yourself so much, messed up your metabolism, so you weren't burning as many calories, because when you don't eat as much, your metabolism is going to slow down. That's what happens with an eating disorder, with anorexia and things. You really mess up your metabolism, because when you don't eat, your metabolism isn't cooking. It's not cooking. That's why when you're sleeping, your metabolism is at rest, because you're not eating. So your metabolism isn't like burning. But when you're eating food, and when you're eating what you're supposed to be eating in terms of protein, carbs, fat, sugar, fiber, and different vitamins and minerals, when you're eating what you should be eating, your metabolism is cooking. It's cruising. It's going. You're building lean muscle mass, and it's burning off fat. fat, because muscle burns fat. So if you're not eating or you're restricting yourself, your body's going to break down your muscle and your metabolism is going to slow down. That is the legitimate science behind it. That's how that works. So when you get done with these fad diets, I don't even call them fad diets. When you get done with these diets, you're going to binge eat and you're going to gain that weight back, and that is going to be discouraging. And so many people do that. So many people think it's the answer. It's a diet pill. It's a diet. It's some sort of cutting out carbs because carbs are terrible for you and I can't eat any carbs and all of that. And that is so opposite of everything that science has proven with your body and the way that your body functions and what your body needs to function properly. And I want to also really stress, when you get South Beach Diet and Atkins Diet and you look at those books, 5 million other people are reading that book, and South Beach Diet is telling them to do exactly what it's telling you to do. Do you think that you should be on the same diet as a 150-pound person should be on the same diet as a 300-pound person? No, come on, we're smarter than that, right? We're smarter than that. And so what I want to stress, other than the fact that diets don't work, and eliminating dieting, that word even, dieting, ooh, it sounds like so harsh and it just sounds like you're going to be miserable, right? When you hear diet, don't you think, the next however many days of my life are going to be so miserable? Sounds miserable to diet, so don't diet. So the dieting is the first way that you can eliminate both restrictive eating and binge eating. The second way is to make it custom. What I mean by that is what works for you will not work for everyone else, and what works for everybody else isn't going to work for you. That's why we create meal plans and we talk about macro numbers, because your body, but depending on your height, your age, your weight, all these different factors, you guys, your body needs something, a different ratio compared to everybody else. So my body, it's literally based on everything. So even if you had a sister, your exact same height, your exact same weight, but she's 5 years older, her body still needs something different than what you need. And so making it custom is a great way to avoid restrictive eating and avoid binge eating. And you can't really do that by yourself. You can teach yourself a little bit about macro numbers, and if you go to school for it and things like that, you can definitely learn enough about it, but you just want it to be about you and about your body and how it functions, and learning about what to put in your body to make it really healthy and happy. We want really healthy, happy bodies. Isn't that what we all want? So making it custom is a great way to avoid that too. You guys know that I'm really passionate about this. I think it's coming across a little bit more than I intended it to in this video, but this is something that drives me totally crazy because people think they have to be miserable to be healthy. And that's just not the case. My clients, watching them interact in the Facebook group, talking to them every single week, their general joy, their general just happiness level and their attitudes about this isn't the attitude of somebody that's dieting. It's the attitude of somebody that's driven, that's motivated, that feels good about what they're doing for their body and doesn't feel like they're hurting themselves, because this just feels awful when you're hungry and when you're tired and you're cranky because you can't have carbs or you can't have something else. And it's about lifestyle changes. I just want to stress that forever. I love the show The Biggest Loser, but I hate the method, right? The huge calorie deficit. And then they all go home and you guys see them like in magazines or on TV months and months later, and they gain a lot of it back. I get the point of the show is to lose weight really quickly and to get in really good shape and to win that $500,000. I think they won $500,000, $250,000, something like that. I get that, but it still doesn't mean it's the healthiest way. Just because it's on TV and Jillian Michaels and Bob Harper yelling at your face doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. Just saying. So what I do for my clients is I provide them with numbers that are specifically for them. Meal plans that are for them, for their body, for their goals. Same thing with their training program, totally custom. So keeping it custom, making it custom, getting a trainer to make it custom for you is another great way to get rid of restrictive eating, binge eating. Next two are pretty simple. These are just going to be kind of tips that I have for general nutrition habits and having good habits with your food. Is don't eat from the carton. Don't pull out a box of cereal and put your hand in there and start eating. You want to kind of portion it out, or at least pour it in a bowl, even if you want to get up and get more, but put it in a bowl or something and sit down and eat it. If you stand and you're just reaching in cartons or drinking from cartons, that's going to make you eat more or drink more or whatnot like that. The next thing is don't skip meals. Your metabolism works off of the food that you eat. And so if you're not eating, or you're not eating enough, or you're eating like every 8 hours, your metabolism will slow down significantly in between those. But when you're eating 5 to 6 smaller, relatively small, medium-sized meals throughout the day, your metabolism is going and going and going and going. And so because it's going all day, it's going to continue that at night. So it's going to go at a higher rate while you're sleeping than if you're not eating enough throughout the day and you're not eating quite as frequently and you're skipping meals. So don't skip meals, especially because it's going to make you hungrier at certain times, and you're going to just like more tend to binge eat and eat a lot of food at one time versus spreading it out throughout the day and feeling consistently full and satisfied throughout the day. The other thing is, you guys, if you have a friggin' Snickers bar in the middle of the day, don't beat yourself up. Move on. It does not have to ruin your day. It does not have to ruin your week. It doesn't have to ruin anything. Just, it happened. It is what it is. Don't beat yourself up and don't restrict yourself after something like that happens. One of the worst things that you can do is have pizza, have ice cream, totally binge, and have whatever you want, and then restrict yourself for like 3 days. That's awful. It messes with your metabolism so much, and it messes with your mind. Just learn to let it go and just say, that Snickers bar was part of my life. I really wanted that Snickers bar. I ate that Snickers bar, but I'm gonna get back on track. I'm good. I'm not gonna let this ruin my day. I'm not gonna let it ruin my week. It's just food, guys. Just food. You have to have a relationship with food that isn't food is this like magical, crazy power that rules you. You control your food and what you eat and what you put in your body. And when you realize that food doesn't have to control you, doesn't have to control your mind, doesn't have to control your life, you learn to have this really healthy relationship with it and thinking of food as fuel, not food as this like enemy, this battle that you're fighting to like not eat it. Okay? Because we don't want that either. We want to eat food. Food's good for us. Food is what fuels us and makes us happy and makes us satisfied and full and keeps us going throughout the day. Without food, we would die. Those are my main tips. What I want to say today, and the reason why I'm uploading this today, I was kind of going to wait till the end of the week, but it is Motivation Monday, right? Monday is the start of a new week. It's so fun when it's the start of a new week. And I always feel like, you know, it's time to just like take on the week. Grab it by the horns and do what you want. Make this week what you want it to be. It doesn't matter what happened in the weekend. It doesn't matter what happened last week. It doesn't matter what happened last month. You have an opportunity. Today is Monday, and you have an opportunity every single day to wake up and say, this is going to be a different day. I'm going to make this change, and I'm going to move forward with my life and do what I want to do with this day. Nobody else has to run your day. Nobody else's mood has to affect your mood. Smile, rise above it, and take on a new challenge. So what I want to challenge you guys to do today is to think about yourself. Think about your health and fitness goals. Think about what you want with your life, what you want to do in your life, how you want to feel inside, how you want to look on the outside, and generally the aura, the confidence that you want to exude. And think about how you can get there. And I hope one of the ways that you can get there is to join the 3S Fitness team. Right now, and for today and tomorrow only, I'm offering 1 week free of 3S Fitness. I want to specify that after the week you do get charged, I'm offering the 1 week free for people who are serious about their journey. It's going to give them time to settle in, try their workouts, and for us to make changes before they're charged. So it's like a buy now, pay later situation. It's not like a try it for a week and then you don't get charged and you can just try it for a week and be done. That's not kind of what it is, and I think I was a little misleading yesterday when I uploaded the video about it, or on Saturday, but I want to just specify that now. But I am offering 1 week free for today and tomorrow only. I have 40 spots left, you guys. 40 spots, and that is it. Once these are gone, you'll see an error on the screen and you won't be able to sign up anymore. So I only have 40 more spots to try this 1 week free. And I want to just encourage you that if you think this might fit your goals, if anything that I have said throughout this video has resonated with you, 3S Fitness can help you. It's all about you. It's about keeping it custom, and it's about teaching you the changes to implement in your everyday life that are going to reign positive throughout all of your days. It's not about today, it's not about tomorrow, it's about 6 years from now, 10 years from now, and teaching you how to make your body work for you, not against you, and how to have that food as fuel versus food as your enemy mentality, and really work on an exercise program on something that you like, because nobody wants to work out if they don't like it. So today, on Motivation Monday, I encourage you to do something for you. If it's not 3S Fitness, that's fine. Figure out what's going to work for you. Do something special for yourself. Give yourself a break. Realize that you're not perfect. You don't expect yourself to be perfect. Buy a self-help book or a book that's going to kind of help you explore more of what you want and what you're looking for in your life. And I'm going to do another video coming really soon about about how to live your dream. I've got a lot of really great tips for you guys, just kind of on how, like, reflecting on my last year and how it went. And if you guys have dreams, which I know you all do, big dreams and big plans, kind of how to get there. So that's going to be coming really soon. I appreciate that you guys follow me on this channel and that you watch this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I know it could be controversial, but it feels like something that I really wanted you guys to know about. I wanted to teach you about and make you knowledgeable and aware of kind of why restrictive eating and binge eating, even if you've heard it 1,000 times, kind of break it down for you a little bit more, give you some hands-on day-to-day tips, and then give you kind of like the big picture with the dieting and the science behind your metabolism and kind of why all of that happens. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you like it, so I know and I can create similar content to this video. Have an awesome day, you guys. If you do want to sign up for the 1 week free, that link is below so that you can check that out. And let me know if you guys have any questions. My email is below as well. I'm always willing to listen and to help you. It's what I love most. So have an awesome night, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!